The time is 9:43 a.m. and the date is Friday, the 14th of August 2020. Kofi Enefia, creative, innovative, and adventurous. My name is Kojo. I've been thinking about life, and get this, without stretching it too much, there's only one word. There is only one word, a scientific word that one needs to understand life. But how we derive this one word is a process of chemistry, a process of biology, a process of extradition, addition, a process of deduction, addition, mathematics, a process of everything. So what is this one word I'm talking about? It's a word called laminin 111. LAMININE 111, as in the numbers 111, the representation of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. The scientific depiction of laminin 111 looks like a cross. Why? Because it runs down the spinal column of the human body, down to the arm, and all the way into the tip of the spinal column, which runs into the head. It runs in the same form Jesus was hanged on the cross. But what is laminin 111? To explain laminin 111, you have to first gain the understanding of life in philosophy, in science, in mathematics, in algebra, in everything. And you have to be able to simplify all those understandings to a very, very pinpoint understanding to show and demonstrate your understanding of life. And then you can explain what life is. And when you can explain what life is, now you can explain laminin 111. So the question now, before we get there, is what is life? Okay, scientifically and mathematically, life is simply the coming together of four elements. Life is built on four pillars. What are those four pillars? The human being, let's take you for example, your life. Your life consists the UIC, the physical part of UIC, that is the earth part of you. Mathematically, that's 20% of you. Mathematically, that means that earth is 100%. But you are made up of only 20% of everything out of the 100%. Hence why, scientifically, when you eat that which is not part of your makeup, you get what they call allergic reactions. Everything here was made for us, but not everything will suit us. That, in translation into mathematics, is you are 20% earth, meaning there are 80% of earth that ain't you. You're not perfect, you're 20%. You're 80% short of perfection. So to be the absolute best you can be, look for the 20% of you that is earth. Access that, and then the physical part of you I see will be the specimen designed in your DNA. Pillar 1. Pillar 2, you're 80% water. Drinkable living water, simple as that, 80%. Pillar 3. Air is absolute to you. Air is absolute to you. What does that mean? That mean I go brains. Oh, that mean me already. Me too much there. I don't want to ready now. That me too much there. What does absolute mean? Absolute means you can't go without it. And what do I mean by you can't go without it? It means, get this, when life is produced, when the baby is born, for you to say the baby is alive and therefore has life, the first sign you look for is a sign of breathing, air intake. Without that, the heart won't kick, or the heart will stop kicking. Because why? The heart requires air to the absolute in order to pump the living waters in your body around you. The living waters being the red one, the blue one, and the living air around your body. So get this. Pillar 3. Pillar 4 is the sun. Photosynthesis. Photosynthesis means something that aids in growth, but that thing can only be light, the sun. The sun is the only light that gives photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is what aids in combining everything. In the chemistry set, you put everything in the beaker, the body. Add water. Add air. Leave a hole for extraction of gases or harmful gases. Leave a hole for extraction of safe gases or whatever. And then add heat. That's you adding the sun. When you learn how to use and how to combine this chemistry using your own body, then you become the perfect specimen of a human that you're meant to be. And this is encoded within your DNA. How you're meant to look at 10 is all encoded within your DNA. But you have to access that which is you. So 4. And then when all 4 are perfect, when your earth pot is perfect, when your water pot is perfect, when your air pot is perfect, and when your sun pot is perfect, the combination of these 4 makes you a pillar that withstands any brute force, because you are a perfect specimen. In other words, the Bible will say you are Samson. So where does laminin 111 come into the picture? Now I told you about chemistry. You see, to get anything good from that which you put into chemistry, you have to deduce and reduce, clean, filter, saturate in order to get to the best. These 4 elements I've told you about, your earth pot. Earth pot. Everything you see before you is earth pot. And everything in the body you see before you is the earth pot. If you eat the 20% that is you, your body will saturate it down through different distillations. So that which was once physical will eventually end up becoming a gas. But a gas so fine is finer than air, and we already can't see air. The final distillation of everything that you are, the final gas that is produced from your earth pot, is your earth laminin pot, the best of earth that is you. And then you see water when you drink water. The same process, distillation, to get the best microlights out of water. Water is physical, it's lucid, it's liquid. You can't really do much with it, but it goes where it wants to go. But the body will channel it and filter it and saturate it and turn that which is liquid all the way to the best of it, which will be a gas form of it. That gas form of it is laminin 111. And then your air, that which you already can't see, is then further saturated by your body, filtered by your body, all the way past air's quality to laminin 111 quality. Now understand, you already can't see air. So air has been filtered 1 trillion billion times past what you already can't see. Boom. And then the sun, when you expose your body to the rays and your body absorbs the rays, and then your body takes the rays in, and then your body uses the rays to enhance, and then your body absorbs the vitamin D, the growth hormone within the sun. You can't see it, you can't touch it. Get this, there's only one pill, there's only one sun, and it's the growth hormone for every living thing on the face of this planet. How does that work? It works according to time. The human cannot always access the sun at all times of the day. Not all animals can access. Do you see what I mean? Everyone has a time suitable for them, and the rays of that sun is that which will grow them. That's why you see snakes, when they shed their skin, so they come under the hottest suns, or sometimes the coolest shades, depending on what photosynthesis sun they require. Same species, but different ones require different suns. So one pill for all, but the time you access it is the time. So humans, every time the sun is orange, the morning and the evening orange ones, yes, these are photosynthesis rich vitamin D suns. Now, when your body has filtered all these things to their laminin pots, these 4 laminin pots are then combined. This process happens in your spinal column. The last process of distillation for the human body happens in the spinal column. It goes right down from the tip all the way down to the tip and down the arm, just like Jesus was hanged on a cross. The combination of the 4 things that make up life and the path of which these things that make up life travel, it will be right to call that path the path of life. The laminin path is the path of life. Now you're saying, we've never heard of laminin, but you're wrong. You've heard of laminin as chakra points or chakra. You've heard of laminin described as in different religions, the kundalini, the kundalini line, down the spinal column, the chakra line down the spinal column. All the points you see they mention, those are release points. Those are release points. Why? Because when you eat, when you drink water, when you expose yourself to sun, when you breathe air, and when it's saturated to the best of them, this is then pumped back through your body. But why does it have to go through this process? Because get this, Nothing travels faster than gas. And the best gas is laminin 111. Is the latter stage of distillation. Is technically the cleanest pools of living everything. Therefore, if you can find your laminin 111 pot, it means you have found the living waters that every time you as an individual dive into it, you will have renewed life. Jesus said, I am the path, the way, I am life, and only through me you get to the Father. You were created at the pool of life by the Father, and at the edge of it He sits. So only through the path of life would you see the Father. You see, this is why the human being finds it hard to replicate things like gold. We can make fake gold, but we can still tell it's fake gold. Do you see what I mean? We can make diamond, but we have a way to tell it's fake diamond. Why do you think that is? Let me show you why. They won't tell you the truth, but you see things like diamond, gold, topaz, carbuncle, and this. All these things were once trees, vegetation. When they rot and they go back down into the earth eats it up. Using heat and combustion, this creates gases. The finest parts of these distillation, all these things going through the earth particles, are sometimes the finest gases in the world. And when I say the finest gases, I mean gases that turn into gold, diamond, this, that, depending on the enzymes that have combined to create that particular gas ball. After that, depending on the pressures applied. So for example, you won't find diamond everywhere because the pressures in certain areas is not diamond producing quality. You won't find gold everywhere because the pressures for gold needs to be balanced. If you find gold on a piece of soil, you will notice, or in a country, you will notice that country is very fertile, or was once very fertile. And if it was once very fertile, you will find a lot of gold. Why? It's because gold is a good indication of how good and fertile land once was, or is, or can be. The problem is, the human cannot distill gold or diamond to the finest part all the way back to the gases. We cannot discover each and every gas or each and every element that added to create a certain gas. And we also don't know the exact pressures required, even if we find these gases. Because all these things, gold, diamond, rare, this, rare, they live in our bodies as liquid and as gas. That's why even the Bible tells you the finest part of life, Exodus 24:18, where Aaron has the breastplate, and the breastplate is laden with gold, and the rest are gems. Also, in the same story, it says that Pharaoh orders his people that if they want to survive, they should drink the blood of the Israelites. Why? Because it is assumed that the reason why we can't create gold in alchemy and chemistry is because, get this, we don't have the distillation properties. And if we did and we created the gas for it, then there's no need to turn them into liquid gold or solid gold. The need will be to leave it as gas and just sell that, because that's renewing life. But we are unable to do that. Do you know why? We can't see air. That's one. But two, you see, we can't trap it. Any of our distillation forms would leave a bit of fumes if we do not find an outlet to let the fumes out. The problem with laminin 111 is lighter than air, so any hole is gone. We can't trap it. And any mix of fumes is destroyed. We can't trap it. There it is. For us to even dream about it, we first have to see air and know what air molecule looks like. The Acadians, they discovered this. They wrote a medical report about this, and they called this particular enzyme Jinyame, and they drew the spinal column of the human with one rib cage from the left and one rib cage from the right. The rib cage from the right protruding up, the rib cage from the left protruding down. They then took two rib cages out on one side, two rib cages out on the opposite side. That void created what looks like a hand coming from above and a hand coming from below. Why? Because the physical body is ill, but the healing is about to take place in the spiritual world. Why? Because we don't believe God is physical. Nyame? He's omnipotent, he's spiritual, and he does everything in the spirit world. And you cannot represent him or her. You cannot represent the creator, Nyame, as a solid object. That makes it an idol. So, in the vision of the carver, it was spiritual. So they took out those two ribs, creating two hands. But these two hands are void. They're air. We can't see anything. All we see is air, but we can't see air. Just like we can't see God, Nyame. Because he works in the spiritual realm, in the empty realm. So get this. The idea is, only when the Bible will say you go through Jesus Christ, you have applied Jesus Christ right. How? Eat the right food, drink the right living waters, expose yourself to the sun. Don't go into buildings and call yourself worshiping God. Go to the seafront like Jesus Christ did. Yeah? You see? Go under the sun, taking clean air. Then your body becomes the temple of God, because it's filled with natural stuff only. And only by going through this process of Jesus Christ, then you can get to the living waters, the laminin pool. Laminin, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Laminin 111. They don't teach us about laminin very well. Do you know why? Mark this down. In the next Okay, after 2020, there is going to be a rise of a magic. Because get this, COVID-19 and the mask has really destroyed our immune system and has attacked our immune system. We're all scared and we're all looking for a vaccine. But even when we get the vaccine, we need something that we all take for granted, like vitamin D, which actually is claiming to be the sun, which is impossible, to keep us going. The next popular medication you're going to come across will be called laminin. And you will be told that this laminin is a wonder drug, and that this wonder drug, it heals you from the inside out. I'll show you what laminin looks like in a minute. Physically, it heals you from the inside out, they say. Heals you from the inside out. It gets to the bottom of things. It will heal anything, including cancer, HIV, or it will aid extremely the new wonder drug. It's impossible. They're about to cash in again. They're about to cash in again. It's coming, watch, mark my words. They're about to cash in on disaster. The patents are being, have been drawn out years ago. I'm telling you. You can start doing your research on laminin 111, the next wonder drug. For the lack of knowledge, he said, my people perish. Why? Because they're driven like sheep. They're driven like sheep. My uncle woke me up this morning and he told me a sad news today. And he said, Uncle TJ, yeah, this me, yeah, what about him? Is he down? This me, no. His dad died, didn't it? This me, oh. This me, yeah, so today they're doing the wake. So let's just, go through and represent, because Uncle TJ, sadly, is not in the country. You see what I mean? He's locked down. He's stuck. So he couldn't make it. So it would be good for us to, show face for him. So we're going to do that. But get this. You see, of all the things we do in life, none of it will extend our time. The only thing that will extend our time is how we use time. Because time equals life. The day your life stops, that's the day time stops for you. So if you spend your time eating junk food, you haven't utilized your time properly. Therefore, you will see the results in your life. You'll be fat. You won't be healthy. So the time you spend and how you spend the time equals the life result that is you. You see what I mean? So, did you live a good life? Did you take care of your body? Did you love yourself? How much time did you give yourself? Because we think that we're given time. No, we give ourselves time. If you drive dangerously all the time, you are listening any time that you have, but you're the one giving yourself less time. If you drink alcohol and just destroy your body and do drugs and destroy your body and this, that, and then you die early, no one did it to you. How you applied time determined how much time you got. Time equals life. Life equals time. You know what? I'd love to talk for long, but I have to get ready and go. I'm sure we're gonna carry on. I wonder what day my Uncle TJ's dad was born on. And I wonder if there's anything he would teach us, because we're Akans and we believe we don't die. Sometimes the battle's so hard that you're here and you're physically unable to do nothing, and you're actually becoming a burden rather than help. But we believe in Okra. Okra means your soul. We believe in the soul realm, so we believe it's okay to let go of the physical body and go in the soul realm. O means yo. Kun means war, fight, warring, fighting. Ra, just like the Egyptians say, means soul. Your fighting soul, your warring soul. So you release your warring soul from the able, discribbled, crippled body. And then from the soul world, you can help your loved ones. Let's see if there's any messages today.